We recording? Okay. Hey guys, it's Gaming Review. Today we're gonna be reacting to a video called You versus Spider-Man. So by the infographic show. So just saying this is all they're all their video. So hopefully they allow me no copyright strike, please. YouTube. Thank you. Alright, let's get into it.
Mouth, web-slinging superhero, probably one of the most iconic characters of modern American media, and instantly recognizable around the world. With super strength, danger sense, and the ability to fling webs, and some seriously unresolved dead uncle issues, Spider-Man slings across the streets of New York City fighting crime. But what if you were locked into a one-on-one deathmatch against the web-slinging superhero? What chance would you have, and how could you overcome it? Hello and welcome to another episode.
I'm just gonna watch a little bit of it, and then we're done.
Today, we're pitting the average Joe up against Spider-Man. Spider-Man was created by the legendary Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, first appearing in Amazing Fantasy number 15 in August 1962. Stan Lee would go on to say that the inspiration for Spider-Man came from a desire to create a character with whom teenagers could identify, and cited the non-superhuman pulp magazine crime fighter The Spider as an influence. Although teenage superheroes at the time were given names that ended with boy, Lee wanted to change the character to age over time, and thought that the name Spider-Boy would have made the character sound inferior versus other superheroes. As the character headed to print, Stan Lee was responsible for bringing the character concept and story to life, while Steve Ditko drew the costume, came up with the wrist web shooters, and the spider symbol. Spider-Man was an instant success, with his first appearance in Amazing Fantasy being one of Marvel's highest-selling comics at the time. On March 1963, Spider-Man went prime time with his own solo comic dubbed The Amazing Spider-Man, eventually becoming Marvel's top-selling series. But who exactly is Spider-Man, and what would you be facing if you took him on? An ordinary high school student, Peter Benjamin Parker was a science whiz and orphan, living with his Uncle Ben and Aunt May. One day, he's bitten by a radioactive spider. This was before it was widely known that the only superpower radiation gives is cancer. It acquires agility and strength proportionate to a human-sized arachnid. But how strong exactly is that? Well, assuming Peter Parker got the best abilities from all spiders, he would be able to jump 50 times his own body length. Norwegian athlete Arne Trevervak's world record for the standing long jump stands at 12 feet and 2 inches. But with Spider-Man's powers, he'd be able to jump 300 feet from a standing start. What about his climbing ability? Spider legs are covered in very tiny hairs, which are in turn covered with microscopic organs that seize on the tiny imperfections and surfaces, giving a spider incredible grip. However, very smooth surfaces defeat these organs, so as Spider-Man slings his way across town, he'd better make sure not to land on a plate glass window, or it'd be a long fall to the street below. Spider-Man famously has use of his spider sense, which alerts him to danger via a warning signal in his brain that triggers his pain and varies with the intensity of the threat. Spiders have a similar spidey sense, though theirs comes from their many eyes, which gives them an incredible field of view. To supplement their visual organs, spiders' bodies are also covered in tiny hairs, which are highly sensitive and perceive the smallest vibrations coming through the air or surface they're standing on. These hairs allow a spider to react to danger or prey lightning fast. Spider-Man's webs started off as wrist-mounted devices that fired off artificial webbing, but in later iterations they became biological adaptations that allowed him to do this without the help of a special gadget. As real-life spiders keep all the silk protein for web spinning in their enlarged posterior, we're not even going to hazard a guess as to where on his body Spider-Man stores his silk protein. A spider's web is incredibly strong though, with a tensile strength 5 times greater than steel, and yet is incredibly lightweight. A single strand that encircled the globe would weigh only 1 pound 2 ounces. So Spider-Man is approximately 50 times stronger than the average human, can detect impending danger near his location, stick to most surfaces, and shoot web 5 times stronger than steel. Should be an easy fight, right? Unlike most superheroes, Spider-Man has no obvious weaknesses, except dead uncle issues, meaning there is no Superman kryptonite-like weakness to directly exploit. However, also unlike most other superheroes, Spider-Man is not physically invulnerable to everyday weapons. He can take a hell of a beating, but he's not impervious to gunshots or stab wounds or a concussion from a club to the back of the head. His healing factor works on an order of days, not seconds or minutes. So even though he's super agile, super strong, and can shoot super strong webs, He's not completely invulnerable. First off, you're gonna want to be the one on the initiative versus Spider-Man. Make sure that you decide the battleground and not him. The most important thing to neutralize will be Spider-Man's maneuverability, so lure him to a location where he won't be able to physically stick to many walls. A big open field would work, though if you have access to Lex Luthor level wealth, then simply build a custom battlefield made of smooth glass. Magnetic boots and magnetic inserts beneath the glass would let you move around freely, while denying Spider-Man the ability to jump around and avoid your attacks. Secondly, we can't stress this enough. Forget hand-to-hand combat. He's 50 times stronger than the average human. Spider-Man could rip your arm.
Okay guys, that will be the end of the video. Like and subscribe and leave a comment and if you want more, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.